So it's been a minute since I've done a stream. I've been on a stream, chill, but I haven't done a stream. And yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. All of this stuff is outdated. I did update the OBS. There's other things that I use, such as this thingy here, that will. Oh, I won't show you on this screen. I'll go to the next one, but it will show you there. See at the bottom there, little show monitor thingy there. It says that this is not a test. So the settings, the gain, all of this stuff, it's not I just decided at the last minute, you know what? Why the hell not? It is up. This is as high as it goes, dude. Maybe I'll turn this sound down. I don't know. That's as high as it goes. I don't think I can turn it up. Oh wait, maybe? No. I don't want to turn it up like, you know, Paul levels there, but yeah, no, this is that's it. How does that sound? Does that sound better? Could be the fan, because I have the fans on, because it's like 92 degrees outside and humid. Actually, it's not 92, but it is humid. It rained. It was Florida rain. It rained for about 5 minutes and then it stopped. But how's that? Does that sound better? Let me know. Anyways, it's been a minute since I've done this, so I'm going to show you all books. I sound louder. Do I sound Paul loud or just louder in general? Oh, maybe it was your volume that needed to be turned up, because my levels here are fine. I mean, relatively speaking for OBS. But, yeah. So, enough rambling. Let me get to this. Yes, this is not a test. Hosea, how's it going, my friend? Yeah, it's been a couple of months, dude. And, yeah. Haven't spoken since. Yeah, the last time I think I did a stream was the end of December, maybe. It's been a couple of months, and keep my mouth near the mic, dude. Come on. I'll just talk loudly. I'll talk very, very loudly. Okay. Yes, Superman. Wait, Superman. Oh, Superman week is here. Okay, I thought you were next week. Be like, wait, what? You guys are getting it next week? But yes, I'm going to see it Thursday. I was going to go see it last night, but the seat that I usually get, that I try to stay center for IMAX, it was unavailable, and I'm like, nah, I'll just wait. And also, they were going to charge like $25 because I am a member of Cinemark's membership, whatever it's called. But they weren't offering the discount, so I'm like, no, I'll just wait till regular tickets go on sale, because it was the Amazon Prime thing. I'll wait till normal tickets go on sale, regular tickets, and just buy it. So I'm gonna go see it on Thursday. But enough. Let's get into comics, because that is what we are here to discuss. This is DC Absolute Superman number 9. I don't know what the deal is with this cover here, but I dig it. I don't know who did the cover. It doesn't tell me. These images that I got are directly from DC. Because, see, DC, for some reason, at least as far as the images are concerned, they like to hook retailers up with their images so they don't have to go surfing the internet trying to find covers, or even virgin covers, like the cover that I have on the thumbnail. Even though technically it's not a virgin cover, because you do see the Marvel swimsuit logo there. I tried to find it, but Mark didn't post one without it, so I had to use that, and I didn't feel like using Photoshop to try to get rid of it, so I just left it there. Screw it. It's the first thumbnail I ever did with the logo, and I'm kind of bummed about that, but it's okay. Life goes on. So this is Absolute Superman number 9. I haven't looked at any comics. I got the second shipment today, so I usually get them early. Yesterday was when I got the first shipment, and then today is when I got the second, so I had no time. I do have the swimsuit special sitting in front of me right here, which we'll get into later. But yeah, I'm going to stop looking through it and then go on to the next book here. This is Action Comics. It is number 1088. And basically what they're doing is, this is, I believe, Mark Waid. You know what? Let me see if I can. No, I can't. Well, I can wait like 30 seconds for it to hit my TV screen because I do have the stream on the screen. There we go. So it is Mark Waid. Still Mark Waid. Mark Waid is writing this. And basically what they're doing is they're doing a Smallville Superboy kind of series. It's like a flashback showing Superman when he was young. And the first issue was pretty good. And I'm sure this one will be too. Aquaman issue number 7. There is this cover here. And I believe it's still being done by Jeremy Adams. And then there's this one here by Mark Spears, I believe is his name. There's been a book that he does. I think it's called Monsters or something like that. He's a thing, and I don't understand it. I can understand. I mean, I can see. He's very Alex Ross-ish. And he's not bad. He's definitely not bad. He clearly has seen a human being before, so he has the anatomy and the physiology down, unlike other individuals who shall remain nameless, but who claim creatorship of a character known as the mercenary with a mouth. But, yeah, this is a variant cover. Here we have Batman Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice. This is issue number 1. I believe this is a 6-issue miniseries. I could be wrong. It has happened. Now that's weird. There's actually a Batman, I'm looking here, I'm trying to find it, Dark Patterns book, but it was supposed to be wedged in between this cover here and this cover here, but it's not there, so I don't know why. But this here, this is Batman and Robin, issue number 23, and let me tell you, Fernandez's art in here is really, really good. Really good. I like it. I dig it. It works. It works for this book. It works for the tone. Not that Simone DeMeo, who was the artist, I believe, before this. Yeah, actually, he started the first 5 or 6 issues. But y'all know what I've said about Simone before. I'm not even going to. There are streams for it. And I put this one here. This is a variant cover for it, just because, you know. There we have Harley and Ivy. And Selena. Oh, well, there we go. There's Batman Dark Patterns. I told you it was here. But for some reason, alphabetically, I don't know why it wedged it in between this and the next book. But we will talk about this book. This book is really... Hayden Sherman is doing the art. The story's good. The story's really good. And the art is as good. Like, they're both good. They're both good. So I would recommend checking this book out. Unfortunately, it is a miniseries, and this is issue number 8, and I believe it's a 12-issue miniseries, so that means that there is only 4 issues left. Math. Here we have Green Lantern Corps, issue number 6, Mogo Under Fire. And I'm trying to see the creators on here, but I do not... Oh, there they are. They're in the upper right-hand corner. Let me see. You know what? I will embiggen this. Oh, there we go. Jeremy Adams. Okay. I am mad at that. But Jeremy Adams is a pretty good writer, and his Green Lantern is really, really good. Really good. Okay. This here is the... This would have to be the book of the week. I mean, the swimsuit special is close. Because looking through this, there's a lot of good art in here. And I'm not just talking about the one-page spreads that they do either, or 2-page spreads, or whatever, the pin-up pages. There's a story in here too, believe it or not. But this book here, okay, as you can see, this is, well, first of all, it's written by Dan Jurgens. Dan Jurgens, long-time Superman dude, long time. However, the art in here is by Bruno Redondo. Bruno Redondo's art was the saving grace of Nightwing. Okay. Tom Taylor, spotty for me. Not for the reasons that other individuals have issues with him. Just, I don't know. What made me appreciate that run was Bruno's art and the way he was utilizing the art form that is comic books. And it was really good. This book here is a very gorgeous book. This book here, it's not comic book sized. It is treasury sized. So like, for instance, I have, there's a Superman versus Muhammad Ali. There's also Superman versus Wonder Woman. There's a Batman book. These are all facsimiles of books from the past, like in the 70s and the 80s. This book is that size, and this book is gorgeous. And if you are a Superman fan, grab it. I don't know how many there are. The size is intimidating for some retailers, I'm sure. The price, it's $14.99. Again, it is treasury sized though. It's huge. And I would strongly suggest buying this if you are a Superman fan. The story in here, I did read this. The story in here is good. The art in here is phenomenal. Grab this. There's 4 different formats. There's this one. Then there's this one here. This is the foil version. You can't see that it's foil because it's digital and foil, you know. Then there's this one here, the movie poster for the Superman movie that's coming out in 2 days. Then there's this one here by Dan Jurgens. Now, it really bums me out that I can't... I'm sure there's a way I can format this so you can see this, but this Scott Koblish cover is awesome. And it's a wraparound cover. Superman's on the front, and Zod is on the back. And so, you know, we're going to split all the villains. Although Lobo, I guess Lobo is technically a villain, sort of, kind of, maybe. But this is the entire cover right here. And so, believe me, you're going to want that. Up next, we have Supergirl. This is issue number 3, right there. There's also an Art Germ variant, which I think Art Germ has done the past 3 covers. There's a foil one that I have for number 1. I do have that still in the store. Here is Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman. This is issue number 2. And last but not least, there is this Tula Lotte variant cover. Before we move on, let's see. Alex Ross, yes. Am I going to be live streaming again to share my Superman thoughts after Thursday, or should I jump on Fortnite to hear your thoughts? Well, Hosea, I haven't streamed since December. The end of December. I think the last stream that I did for comic books, for the new comic books, was the week before. It was December 24th. Actually, it was Christmas, the day before Christmas. And that was also December 18th was the last time I live streamed Fortnite. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'll be doing, if anything. Maybe I'll just jump on Anzo's stream if he does a stream, or maybe chill. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know yet. I haven't. This wasn't even. I finally was able to see the treasury, and actually hold it. And then the swimsuit, the Mark Brooks variant, the one that I made the thumbnail out of. And that just kind of inspired me. I also had a conversation with a distributor, and she was somebody that gets it. There aren't too many people that do. And yeah, so I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to do a stream. So here we are. But I don't know right now. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Ali loaded his gloves with kryptonite, shaking my head. Well, technically, no, he didn't need to. I won't spoil the reasons how Muhammad Ali was able to fight Superman. I mean, He was one of the greatest boxers of all time. But there's a reason for it. There's a reason the fight happens, and there's a reason that they were able to do it. Yes. So moving on to Marvel now. And let me say this, since it has been 6 months, 7 months now since the last time I did a stream. DC has gotten progressively better, and I'm glad, and I want them to maintain this. I want them to keep going. They, honestly, to be honest with you, comparatively speaking, between Marvel and DC, I think DC has the slight edge as far as art is concerned. Writing, I think they're on... Actually, you know what? Maybe. Jeremy Adams is a really good writer. And, of course, Scott Snyder is doing what he always does with Absolute Batman. Jason Aaron's been good with Absolute Superman. Mark Waid doing World's Finest. So I might even edge them out with the writers. I might even do that. But it's good. It's good. I want them to keep it up. Hopefully Superman. Pickle and I were talking about it yesterday. And it's going to be good. I'm sure it's going to be good. He keeps trying to get me. He's like, okay, so you only pick one movie. You only pick Batman. Batman. You only pick Superman or Fantastic Four. Which one would you pick? And I'm like, dude, I don't need to do that. I'm excited for both of them. I want them both to be good. Like, this tribal shit's got to stop, dude. It's toxic, man. Good job, DC. This could influence Marvel. Yeah. But then again, I don't exactly know what your thoughts on Ironheart are, Chill. So, that'll depend. With the validity of your comment there depends on that. But over at the MCU, we got Doctor Strange of Asgard, number 5. This is the final issue. I don't exactly know what's happening in this book, but I do wish that they would give Doctor Strange a proper book, which hopefully they will do, because, just because. Here we have Fantastic Four number 1. Now, this is written by Ryan North. I think that's his first name. I know North is his last name. And he did the previous iteration of this book, which I think made it all the way to the double digit 26, maybe 27. I think that was the last issue, and then they decided to reboot it again, relaunch it with a number 1. Now, I know this irks individuals because another number 1, and to me, honestly, it doesn't make sense, especially if it's the same creative team like they did with Daredevil. Daredevil, I think, got to 36 or 37 with Zdarsky and Marco Cicchetto, and then they stopped it, and then they relaunched it again with a number 1. For what reason? And it was the same team. It was still Chip and Marco. And it's like, why would you do that? There was no reason for that other than I could think of maybe no, because I don't think Daredevil Born Again was on streaming at the time. There was no reason for that. This, I could understand. I might not agree with it. It might be annoying, but I could understand. They're doing this to capitalize on the movie, which is coming out in 2 weeks. And you know what? You're going to see how they're capitalizing as I continue. So right now, we're just here with the first one. This is A. This is the A cover. And this is by Humberto Ramos. Now, Ramos, back in the day, he used to do Impulse, which was Bart Allen, who was related to, Barry and Wally West and whatever else. He's part of the Flash family. His art was good. His art was really good. This was in the 90s. And it was manga-esque, big hair, puffy hair, big feet, and stuff like that. And it was very kinetic. It was very big eyes and whatnot. It was definitely influenced by manga. But then he did Crimson, I believe, for Image with Brian Augustyn. And I don't know what he did after that, but he's, in the interim, he's lost some of his talent, I feel. There's been some... Ramos is one of those guys that if you need a book weekly, he's the guy to go to. Him and Mark Bagley. Those are the two guys that if you want a weekly title, that's what you do. You go to either one of those guys. However, he did do a book called Strange Academy, and now it's Doom Academy. But when it was Strange Academy, he was doing the art. Now, I don't know if it's because he had time and he wasn't rushing, but his art in there looked really good. Or it could have been the inker. Whatever the case was, when I saw that Ramos was doing this book, I'm like, okay, this might be troublesome to me, because I hope this is the Strange Academy Ramos and not the Superior Spider-Man Ramos. I am slightly pleased to report that it's kind of somewhere in between. Like, there's some panels that it's Superior Spider-Man, but then there's other panels where he's Strange Academy. And, yeah. So I'm hoping it gets a little better. I want it to be better. I want it to be Strange Academy good. I don't want it to be halfway in between. But it's passable. It isn't bad. I'm saying it's like, between that. Like, Superior Spider-Man, there was some, like, where you could tell, like, there's one cover that's abysmal. That's, like, one of the worst covers. And, I mean, there's Rob Liefeld covers out there. But this is one of the worst covers I've ever seen. I don't know how somebody at Marvel's editorial was like, yeah, let's print that book, because this should be on the cover. But trust me. Okay, so here we go. We're going down a Fantastic Four rabbit hole right now. Web hole. This is the A cover by Ramos. Okay. This is the B cover by Alan Davis. Alan Davis needs to be doing more work. I don't know how old he is, and I'm hoping he's still got it, but he needs to be doing more comic book work. They need to get him on an Excalibur book. They need to do something. He needs to be doing something. I'm happy that he's doing covers, but he needs to be doing something else. Definitely. Here is the Alex Ross variant. That's Alex with an X, not a C, Joe. Then we have this cover here by Cliff Chiang. This one here is by Ji-Hung Lee. And normally I like Lee's stuff, but this one, I don't know. There's something about the texture of it that bothers me, that bugs me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the what he used to draw it or something like that. I don't know. Here we have Leonardo Romero. And this is, let's see what else it says. Oh, this is a Retro Vision variant. They're going to be doing all this retro stuff. You'll see a couple more maybe. No, just one. Sorry, one. You'll be seeing one more. And yeah. And then there's this one. There's this one by Lorenzo Pastrovicchio. And this is the Disney What If Fantastic Four homage variant. Here we have, this is a Mahmoud Razrar foil variant. I do like this. It looks slightly Jay Lee-ish. Just very slightly. It's there. You can see it somewhat. Then there's this one here by a video game that I really do not like playing, and I really feel bad about not liking playing it. Pickle keeps getting me to try to, and he's like, I'm gonna go play Rivals. I'm like, that it's repetitious, it's monotonous, it's boring, it's just not good. It's just not good. I don't like it, and I feel bad about saying that because this is something that's right up my alley. The character designs are awesome. The characters that they use are awesome. Like, it's just repetitious. It's boring. Yeah. But this is a connecting cover. This is cover A, and then there'll be a B cover after that. Here we have a Scotty Young variant, which apparently this is a 5-part. Yes, this is a 5-part connecting cover. Now, if I were a gambling man, this is Ben's cover, so there'll probably be one with Johnny, then there'll be one with Sue, then there'll be one with Reed, then maybe the last one might be Doom, maybe, or Galactus, or Silver Surfer. Looking at that, I'm looking at one of those three, maybe. Maybe Mole Man, because he'll be in the movie. I don't know. Maybe a bunch of them. We'll see. But definitely Reed is there, because you see Ben holding on to Reed's arm, hopefully. Here is the Fantastic Four #7 facsimile edition. There's also a foil variant for this. One of these days they will facsimile the price too. I hope so. I hope in my lifetime they will do something like that. Now, this is Fantastic Four First Steps #1. This is, for all intents and purposes, a prologue to the movie. I've read this, and it's pretty good. The art is by Mark Buckingham. The story is by Matt Fraction. This cover here is by Phil Noto. Now, there are two versions of this cover. There's this one, and then there's this one. As you can see, the differences. Now, this here, well, in the trailer, because I've only done 2 trailers for this. The first one, which had no audio, with no dialogue, and the second one that had dialogue. Reed was wearing the white around the collar, and everybody else was wearing the all blue costumes. This one here looks more like the 616. Now, I don't know what they're doing, like what other than maybe wanting people like me to order both covers, which I did. But yeah. So these are both by Noto, the A and the B. And then we have this one here by Mark Buckingham. And inside, they tell you the origin story, because First Steps will not be an origin movie. You will not get the origin in there, allegedly. They've already been the Fantastic Four for a little while, and we're going to join them as they are the Fantastic Four. But they draw them. It took a little getting used to. I mean, I know, but I don't know why. I guess he has it in his contract that he doesn't need to shave his mustache. But Pedro, getting used to Reed like that. But then again, I mean, I shouldn't even complain about that too much, because if you read the Fantastic Four book, the #1, I don't know why Ryan North did that, but he gave Johnny like a porn stash. Like, it's really off-putting. But yeah, and I mean, it's been there for a while, but this is the first time I actually paid attention to it. But in this book here, anyways, going back to this one, it's done in a retro style, and they have like pages where they have like interviews with Reed. There's a like a teen beat, like a teen girl magazine with Johnny, because Johnny's like a heartthrob and stuff like that, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, and then there was that. Moving on, we have It's Jeff with Infinity Paws #1. I'm so tempted to say, why are they making this book? Who is this book for? But it's for people that enjoy this sort of thing. It's for people that want to... actually, it's for Marvel Rivals fans, too, because they love Jeff. Yeah, I mean, he is kind of cute in the game. I mean, but the game is annoying. I've said that before, and I will continue to say that. But yeah, this is... it looks like everybody's in there. I see Rocket. I see Cosmo. I see Lockjaw, the greatest Inhuman of all the Inhumans. There's Alligator Loki. I can't see further than that somewhere. Oh, there's well, I don't know. I don't remember. Was it Chewie from Ms. Marvel? The Flurkin. I can't see. Yeah, it's very small on my screen. Oh, Pizza Dog, right next to Kate Bishop. So yeah. This here, they're doing one-shots. I thought Jeff was going to have a mini-series, but apparently, I don't know, they're just going to do #1s. And that's fine. And here is the Chrissy Zulo, a variant cover. Laura Kinney, Wolverine, is next. #8. She will always be X-23. Always. Just like on her belt. See, it says X right there? X-23. Magic with an awesome Villalobos cover. This is #7 with Ilyana and Danny. Let me see. Okay, because these are building up. Oh, here's the Retrovision cover that I mentioned. You would see another one of. This is... who's doing this? Who did this cover here? Joe Quinones. And I do like this a lot. Let's see. Chill says, all the best Ryans come from North. I don't know about that. You are our enemy now. You do realize that, right? The Superman discourse has been wild. Kind of glad you weren't streaming for it. Well, you know, I mean, it's getting to the point where we are as a civilization, as a society, that I'm hoping that those numbers diminish, Hosea. I did find somebody. I don't, because I think a number is in his name, but maybe not. There's a guy on YouTube. His name is Birdman, and he dismantles surgically, with surgical precision, these morons that are out there being intentionally outraged, intentionally discoursed, and it's masterful. Like I have no tolerance for it. I have no patience. Like there's a video out there of Eminem discussing how he feels about Trump and how it makes him feel when he thinks about it or whatever. That's how I feel about those individuals, because they've done nothing. They've done nothing for comic books. They think they're doing something, but all they're doing is trying to grift off of people. There's people that watch them and give them money by just watching them, because YouTube, there are people that are monetized and people that profit sharing and revenue and all that other stuff, and I'm sure Chill knows more about this than I do. But the fact that they're able to make a living off of that stuff, it's disgusting. You can have opinions are fine, but when you have to, you know what, hold on, I'm gonna find this dude's YouTube channel, because you should check it out, Hosea, and anybody else that wants to that's tired of the bullshit, because I am. It's the Birdman. TH3 Birdman is his channel. Just watch. The latest one he did was exposing the grift Ironheart, and dude, it's I am in awe. I'm in awe. I wish this individual, I wish he was here in like 2020, like when the pandemic started, because that's what gave rise to these morons. And you see, when he talks about, like, he points out, as you're sitting there, if you are a viewer of theirs, you're just going to be, this is going to be stuff that they repeat ad nauseum. And you don't sit there and you don't question it and you don't think about what they're saying. It's just like, it's like how the red letter media guys are like, consume. You just sit there and you consume it. And then you start parroting those things. I had some customers that came in parroting those exact same things. Even last night, Pickle was like, oh, well, I think we were talking about, I think it might have been Ironheart or something like, oh, well, they didn't do it in the right way. What exactly is the right way? And who determines what is right? Like, there was nothing wrong with the Ironheart series. What was wrong was people getting upset because they're holding this teenager to a grown-ass man, a grown-ass millionaire standard. Okay, now, if you want to compare Riri to Tony when he was a teenager, by all means, do that. Okay? And then you can compare those two. But he's a 40-year-old warmonger. He was selling arms. They were... It took him almost getting killed to realize what he was doing was wrong. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The outrage, the discourse. And now this discourse about James Gunn, they're complaining that James Gunn called Superman an immigrant. Well, he is. He was not born on this planet. He's even more so. If somebody comes from Italy over here, at least they're from the planet Earth. Superman's from another fucking planet, and he comes to Earth. So he is the most immigrant that you could possibly get. But, whatever. We're going to leave it there. Oh, what's up, Paul? He said, hi, it looks like latex. Well, it could have been digital. I think you're talking about, I think you were talking about the the cover, the not the Fantastic, was it yeah, it was Fantastic Four, the Lee cover. But Ultra Matte, maybe. I hope the movie fans come through. Well, Chill, there were people out there complaining, surprise, surprise, about Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch, opening weekend made close to $200 million. By the second weekend, I think it was close to $1 billion worldwide. Maybe the third, whatever it was. And then the second weekend, they did a remake of How to Train Your Dragon, which made, I think, 150 million opening weekend, maybe 100, 150, somewhere around there. And then the third weekend, Pixar dropped a movie that was original IP, not based on anything, not a remake, and it made 20 million. Now, as someone that's running a studio, what would I do? Would I remake an IP that has been proven to be popular, which unfortunately those stupid remakes are? I don't like any of those remakes, but you know what? Nobody's forcing me to go see them. So, I don't. And they exist in their own little sphere away from me. But these people just, they bitch and moan, and then they don't realize that the ones that actually do, and I will give them props for going to see the movie before making their performative outrage videos about it, but they're part of the problem. They're the ones that are giving this movie box office, and the more money this movie makes, the more they're going to be like, oh wow, well, we just basically did the movie over with changing little things here and there besides making it live action, and we made this. Low effort, low money expended, let's make more of these. Like, why wouldn't you if you were a business person? That's stupid. So you're part of the problem. The reason they keep doing #1 books is because y'all keep buying them. You stop buying #1s, guess what? They won't do #1s anymore. But I think that we're so far beyond that. I don't think you can put that genie back in the bottle. Paul said, I prefer the second Origin prequel cover, the all blue ones. Yeah. This is an Infinity comic. Kelly Thompson is doing the Real Jeff series. Okay, well that makes sense. See, I don't mess with digital stuff, so I don't know. I don't know exactly. Yeah, I know they do reprint the Infinity comics. They did one for Wolverine. I think it was it Wolverine or the X-Men? I think it was the X-Men. I think Hickman did it. Wasn't Hickman that did it? And it was like it was on the Infinity comic. I know, like, because you could like scroll, so it was like all one long panel. I think that went from the top to the bottom. But yeah. I'm looking forward to the movie doing very well and DC doing well again at the box office. Fingers crossed, Paul. Fingers crossed, definitely. It's called a hug box, Mike. Everybody does it in every corner of the internet. What's called a hug box? I should have been on what's called a hug box. To be fair, one of her opening lines was comparing herself to Tony. No. Her opening line, and she was fooling. See, this is the thing. This also ties into the entire discourse about James Gunn saying things. Like, I don't understand when people became so thin-skinned, so snowflakey, that someone saying something, if they're an actor, saying something determines whether you're going to like a movie or even watch a movie or not. Okay, because I know there was something with one of the actors from The Acolyte who said that Anakin was the one that destroyed the Death Star. Well, you know what? To some people, these are actors. This is a job, okay? I would love everybody. I would love, if there are any more imams out there, hire all of them. Because anybody that knows their shit, anybody that is a comic book head, hire them all. They deserve all the jobs. But that's not going to happen. Not everybody cares about this stuff as much as we might, okay? So you hope that what they do is that they do a good job. They do a good job acting, they do a good job writing, directing, whatever the case may be. For the normies, Tony Gilroy doesn't like Star Wars in the least. And Andor is one of the greatest Star Wars content ever. And that's okay. He doesn't have to like the Thing. As long as you do a good job on the Thing and you honor the Thing, and that's all you need. So all these people clutching their pearls because James Gunn says something or an actor says something is ridiculous. So, but anyways, going back to Ironheart. Episode 1 starts with her palling around with her friend, her deceased friend, Natalie, and they're joking around, and she says, what do you want to do? She says, I want to be better than Tony Stark. I want to be better than, who's the one? Bill Gates. I want to be better than Steve Jobs, like that stuff. She's a teenager. Spoiler alert, teenagers say stupid shit all the time, okay? Just go to TikTok. You'll see an entire platform filled with that stuff, okay? That's what they were saying. That's what she was saying. And, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. This is an entire thing. And I'm getting off stream because we've been looking at this magic cover for a while now. But Paul said he's an actual alien. Yes, he is. He's an actual alien. I meant come through with the FF comic. Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the one thing that DC, or specifically James Gunn, has been doing better than Marvel. But I do, honestly, Chill, I think Marvel doing what they did with the comic book is a good thing. The Prelude thing, I think that's a good thing. That's definitely better than not doing anything, or, giving some, half-baked, rehashed, whatever, facsimile or something, And even that, I'd like that too, but in addition to what they did, this is a new Matt Fraction story, even though it's an old, Fantastic Four origin thing. It's new content, so that's good. But James Gunn actively talks about comics. He pimps comics every chance he gets. Excuse me. And I think that's good too. We need somebody to do that in Marvel too. Iman can't do it for everybody, okay? But yes, I agree with that. Universal. Hi, I am okay. I would like to buy dollar comics. Do you sell them? I don't have too many dollar comics anymore. Marvel hasn't really done dollar comics in a while, and I don't think DC has either. I know Image, I think, still does some, but that's about that. How many dollar comics do I have to buy to get free shipping to Canada? I wait your reply. Anyone can answer. Thanks. Free shipping. Well, I mean, if you bought maybe $1,000 comics, then I would send you free shipping. Free shipping would count for that. Of course, there's tariffs now because we're tariffing everything, every country, everybody, all our allies, everybody. Doesn't matter. Tariffs. Everybody gets tariff. It's like Oprah. You get a tariff, and you get a tariff. Hell, even there is an actual Australian in this chat. They are our trade partners at a surplus. They buy more stuff from us than we buy from them, and we're still tariffing them. Go figure that. I saw all 3 screenings of Superman. Every one of them was different. What does that mean? Every one of them was different. There were different people in there? Exposing the grifters has become my new favorite content. Well, if you're talking about the Birdman, then you should watch all of them. They are all. He's awesome. He's awesome. He would even be Chillmonger's favorite YouTuber if he went to go watch it. Definitely. A hug box is where everyone agrees with each other, and no other person is allowed to say I don't agree with you. Oh. Well, you think? I mean, I don't watch any of those grifter streams, so I don't know. Are there actual people in there that call them on this stuff, or do they just, yes, they agree with their consume? I mean, I don't know. I couldn't do that. What about the Andor discourse? That was fun. Oh, yeah, don't even get me started with that. Don't even, because that was ridiculous, especially the second episode. There was an event that happened in the second episode, and somebody who isn't, he's kind of teetering on the dark side of things. He was there talking about how, Vader wouldn't stand for that. It's like, dude, This is a guy who murdered children, and he's okay with that, but he draws the line at sexual assault. That's something I don't want to do. But murdering children, okay. Sexual assault, bad. Killing kids, good. Like, come on, man. Seriously? But yeah, you're right, Hosea. That was tons of fun. Tons. Fader would yes, see? Yeah, exactly. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Like, and these people, like, they actively say this, and people continue to watch them. I don't get that. Like, I mean, I don't know. Do they realize that clicking on these channels, clicking on these videos contributes to them? Like, it's so stupid. I watch it, Mike. I'm just saying I can see the critique and why. I'm not extreme about it, but I understand certain critiques of it. But most anyone want to watch it, of course. Of course. Of course. What's up, WZ? How is the lovely state of Florida? Still Florida-ing? Tariffed. Yes, tariffed. Nah, I don't like people who bash others for content. It's not creative enough. Chill. He is doing fan. You should appreciate the fact that he's doing a public service to fandom. Okay? Because without people there to actively dismantle these individuals point by point, like, okay, maybe he could not, talk derogatorily towards certain individuals. But when there's people, like, wondering what Riri's AI would be named, and then they start coming out with stereotypically racist names, that's fair play then. Like, if they weren't doing something like that, and he was, like, literally, like, let's say, for instance, Shill, you did a video on the swimsuit issue, and then this Birdman guy, he decided to dismantle, like, there wouldn't be, I don't know what you could say about that, but he dismantled you and he was throwing in some personal things or whatever, then it'd be like, yo, that's a little too far. But no, you know what? It's been about, 4 years now? 5 years? And, I mean, I don't need to go back to the George Floyd memorial comment, do I, or anything like that? Like, yeah, no. I don't. No, sorry. He does it. He points it out, and he does it, I would say, in a educational way, I guess. Not, performatively. I mean, what? It's got to be entertaining, right? But he just, like, he has receipts, and he brings them, and that's what I like. So I guess we'll agree to disagree. Kind of like how you think Sasha Banks is a good wrestler, and I don't. Got your ticket to Superman. Andor was the best piece of Star Wars content I've seen since Rogue One. I do not disagree. I do not disagree with that. Nope. Boycotting Why are you boycotting WB? You're having a baby? Wait, you're having a baby, Hosea? That's crazy. I mean, you and Arnold Schwarzenegger would probably be the only two that ever had babies. So I'll try to catch Superman next week. But seriously, congratulations, dude. Why are you watching me if maybe your partner, your wife, is is she waiting? Is she at home? Are you guys at the hospital? Like, what's going on, dude? Now you got to give us details. And are you going to name the baby Kal-El, of course? I mean, it worked for, wasn't it Nick Cage? Did Nicolas Cage name his son Kal-El? Oh, but anyway, those of you hold on. Those of you that are here for comics, let me keep going. Sorry. Here's one of Chill's favorite comics. This is The World to Come. This is a second printing for those of you that missed the first printing of The World to Come, #1. By this one here is by Dan Panosian. And there was also I think this was a variant cover for #1 also. Just colored differently. They're doing that color differently thing again. I'm not really a fan of that. Okay, here we have the Marvel Swimsuit Special. This is the A cover, and I'm pretty sure this is by the Dodsons. Let me just, they don't give me the artist there. I'm almost positive this is by Terry Dodson and his wife Rachel. I have one in my hands. I don't see the credits. I'm trying to look really quickly. But it's very, another thing, it's very, did they really have to do this? Marguerite, come on, dude. Like, they really got to stop this, shipping of Rogue and, that other idiot. Look at this, there's two pinups. Ugh. Let me see, I'm trying to find it. It's all the way in the back. Back. Damn it. Oh, here we go. Color artist, cover. Oh, cover Adam Hughes. Okay. I stand corrected. Adam Hughes did this cover right here. Cover A. Here we have the aforementioned Mark Brooks cover, variant cover. This is hopefully Marvel will make this a poster. They really need to make this a poster. I'm sure Mark will be selling prints at the conventions, but I want this 24 by 36, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. This one here is, let's see, I think this is this Villalobos? Let me see. No, this was Lucas Vernick. And I was kind of, I don't know. I guess I'm glad that, I mean, he's drawing someone other than Storm, because I do want to see someone, I mean, his Storm is gorgeous. But, yeah, I guess it's okay. We got Jen, and we got Colossus. Then we got this one here. This is by Pablo Villalobos. Here we have Russell Dowderman, this one. And then, you know what, let me click on the next one before. Okay, this next one is by Tormund Clark. Looks like Peter and Psylocke. Although I don't know, actually no, I think Betsy is Betsy again. She's not Asian anymore, so this is Quanon. And then here we have Miles Morales, number 35. God of War Part 4, I believe. I think that's a 4. I can't see. The digits are all together, close together. I can't. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. Okay, 4. Part 4. And it looks like Ares and Hercules. Here we have Predator, Black, White, and Blood. Still have not seen the latest Predator movie, but I want to. I heard it was good. This is cover A. Let me see if they tell me. No, it doesn't tell me who the cover artist is. This one here, though, this is Mahmoud Asrar. This one here is by, let me see, Paolo Villanelli. And then, oh, my bad. Well, see, okay, so there's 3 covers to this. I should have known that. Sometimes they do 4 for number 1, but this one there's 3. There you go. And then there's this Predator versus Spider-Man second printing for number 2. This is really good. Like, I could see them making this or the Avengers versus Aliens into a movie. Definitely like, if they ever wanted to get all of the old actors, like when they're older, back and have them in an Avengers movie, like, that's what they need to do, because that would be kick-ass, dude. Here we have Red Hulk, number 6. And it's still crossing over with One World Under Doom, as you can see by the little banner on the top there. Star Wars, Legacy of Vader, issue number 6. Cover A. And then this one is by Simone DeMeo. Cover B. I like this one better. This one's good. Don't get me wrong. This one is good. I think this might be Derek Chu, maybe. But this one's better. I like this one. But they're both good. Superior Avengers, number 4, is right here. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, issue number 2. This was actually better than I thought it was going to be. And I say that because I'm not the biggest Ultimate fan. Although this wave of Ultimate books has been a vast improvement over the past Ultimate, like back in the 2000s, early 2000s. Now, this is the variant cover, and for some reason, like, I mean, getting these images is a pain in the ass, especially the Marvel ones. The DC ones are good, because as I mentioned before, DC actually collects them together, so all I gotta do is click on one thing and download them all, and that's it. But with Marvel, because Marvel is distributed by Penguin Random House, they don't actually have anything that I could actually click a button and, you know, click a link and then just download all of them, so I gotta do it individually. So you're going to see the variant first, and this is for X-Men number 17. This is a Mutina. I don't know if it's Mutina or Mutina variant, but that's the variant right there. That's the character's name, I believe. And this is the A cover. As yeah, you can see Mutina. I don't know. First appearance. And last but not least, we have Wolverine and Kitty Pryde number 4. Now again, this is the variant. This is the Basildua. Basildua. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Sorry, Jan. And then there's this one here by Alan Davis. And let's see. Yes. Oh, maybe me rambling on about grifters on YouTube has induced the labor, because Hosea hasn't commented since he said he was having a baby today, and that was about 5-8 minutes ago. So yeah, looks like Regland. No, it was Adam Hughes. Chill. Yeah, it's the fan service time. I don't know what it's in relation to. Name the characters, Mike, on the poster. Are you talking about the swimsuit thingy? The Mark Brooks thing? This here? Where is it? I'll back it up, because there are no more. So if you're actually listening to me ramble for the covers, then the covers are all done, my friends, and thanks for tuning in. You can tune out if you want, but back it up. Let's see. Oh, okay. So we got Ms. Marvel. Oh, sorry. Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers. Rogue. She-Hulk, Mary Jane, and I think that's Nat. I can't see. It's too far, and there's no... Let me see. Hold on. Embiggen it. I'm going to say that's Nat. Judging by the knife on her calf right there, on her right calf. Yeah, that's Nat. So we got Carol, Rogue, Jen, MJ, and Nat. Those are the characters on the poster, Paul. TBE, the animated feature of Predators is great. That's what I heard. I heard it was all good. Like, honestly, truly. So, I just I watched Ironheart. I watched most of The Bear. I still have like 2 episodes left. And then I watched a movie that I probably shouldn't have, called was it Let Her Back, Get Her Back, something like that. It was made by your countryman, Paul, and I believe it also takes place in Australia too. Yeah, that was creepy. And the answer to this is probably yes. We'll see what happens. But that, my friends, is it. That's it. It's been holy crap, it's been about an hour. Well, see, I went off on a tangent because of the grifters. I apologize for that. But it just really irks me that there are people out there that actually give them their time. Like, it's bad enough they get money from it, but they give them their time too. And their time is something they'll never be able to get back. And they would have wasted it watching these grifters. Intentional, performative outrage performers. You know? Get Her Back. Get Her Back is what it was called. Yes, I did watch that. Yes, the first movie was pretty good too, which was about the hand, and you hold the hand, and was it you could see the dead or something like that, or I forgot what it was, but that was as creepy too. Yeah. But so I should have watched Predator instead, but I will get around to it definitely. Ouch. But yes, that's it. Whoever is still hanging around, thank you for that. It is 1 hour and 3 minutes into this stream that I didn't think was going to be more than 30 minutes. So if you were looking for covers to... Oh, see, why did it do that? Damn it. Okay, well... See, now, the covers that are landscape are bigger than the ones that are portrait. And see, even that one, too. That one was bigger. These are little things that irk me when I see these things. Like, this is why it takes me so long to do, like, post, whether it's on Instagram or TikTok or even Facebook or whatever. It annoys me, and it's like it irks at me. Like, seeing that out of the green box, and nobody probably would have noticed that or cared about it. But since I pointed it out now, maybe now you can't unsee it. But yeah, it just bothers me. But anyways, yeah, it was a good movie. They were both good and well shot too. Final Destination was pretty good too. Sad to see Tony Todd knowing that was his last performance, but I'm glad. And they made a thing about him being able to say something at the end, you know, in his monologue. It was really good. It was a good movie. Yeah. So that brings me to an end of stream. I don't know if I'll be back again. Kind of like Peter, Paul, and Mary. But we'll see. If you want to get in touch with me, or I do ship comics out to people as long as I have them. The address is here, direct.me/rowcomics. There are links. This is the best website, the best link for people who are lazy, because all you got to do is type this in, direct.me/rowcomics, and then you will see a bunch of buttons that will bring you to the various deplorable social medias that I'm forced to participate in. Or there's a button on the top that you can actually call me. You don't even have to dial it. You just push the button, and then if you're definitely on an iPhone, I don't know how it works on Android, but you push the button, and then what'll come up is it'll say dial whatever question mark, and then you hit the button. All you gotta do is tap it twice, and that's it, and you can call me, and we can have an actual verbal conversation. Or you can do this. You can contact me at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, although I don't do Twitter as much anymore, but TikTok, Pinterest, I think I'm on there too. I don't know what other ones, but whatever it is, I'm there. So thank you if you've tuned in and watched. Hosea, good luck with that. Good luck with that, man. Paul, chill. WZ, good to see you again. Universal, I don't know if it's Nancy, but if it's Nancy, thanks for tuning in. And I think that was it. Yes, let me scroll up. Yes. So, yeah, Paul, that could be kind of costly for you, my friend. I don't know how much Australia to the U.S. would be, but that's it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And remember, I don't have anything witty to say, but tomorrow is free comic book day. No, tomorrow is new comic book day, so there should be something out there for you. There's something out there for everybody, you know. Just buy what you like. That's it. That's all I have to say. And I'm out.